Single black MOM carries drunk boss home after office party. When he wakes up, everything changes. Single mother Keisha Washington brings her 7-year-old daughter Maya to her law firm's Christmas party, hoping to show her child the professional world she's working to enter through night school and sheer determination. When senior partner David Morrison's drinking spirals out of control, Keisha faces a choice that could define her career: walk away from her boss's public breakdown or risk everything to help him home safely. Subscribe to discover how one act of compassion transforms not just a career, but an entire firm's approach to recognizing talent and human worth. Sometimes the most powerful business decisions happen in moments of vulnerability, when character matters more than hierarchy. Keisha Washington adjusts her 7-year-old daughter Maya's party dress one more time before they enter the gleaming lobby of Morrison & Associates, the prestigious law firm where Keisha has worked as a paralegal for 3 years while pursuing her law degree at night. The annual office Christmas party represents more than just holiday celebration. It's an opportunity for staff to network with partners, for hard work to be recognized, and for single mothers like Keisha to show their children that professional success is possible despite challenging circumstances. Maya's wide eyes take in the marble floors and crystal chandeliers with wonder, her small hand clutching her mother's as they navigate a world of expensive suits and casual wealth that feels both inspiring and intimidating. Keisha chose to bring Maya tonight because childcare was impossible to arrange, and because she wanted her daughter to see that their sacrifices were building towards something meaningful, that the long hours and financial struggles would eventually pay off in opportunities and stability. The law firm's holiday party buzzes with the energy of ambitious professionals celebrating another successful year, their conversations mixing shop talk with holiday cheer, while servers circulate with appetizers that cost more than Keisha's weekly grocery budget. As a paralegal, Keisha occupies an awkward middle ground in the firm's hierarchy, more than support staff, but less than attorneys, valued for her intelligence and work ethic, but excluded from the partnership track that defines real success in this environment. She watches Maya's fascination with the elegant surroundings, remembering her own childhood dreams of professional achievement, while calculating how many more years of night school and financial sacrifice it will take to transform those dreams into reality. The single mother who works 60-hour weeks while raising a daughter alone understands that nights like this offer glimpses of the future she's fighting to create, even if the present remains defined by struggle and uncertainty. Maya stays close to her mother's side throughout the evening, her quiet observations taking in conversations about cases, clients, and legal strategies that sound like a foreign language but carry the weight of importance and expertise. Keisha introduces her daughter to colleagues who respond with the mixture of professional courtesy and genuine warmth that characterizes workplace relationships, while Maya absorbs lessons about confidence, competence, and the kind of respect that comes from demonstrating value through consistent excellence. The child who spends most evenings doing homework while her mother studies law books witnesses her mother navigate professional relationships with the same skill and intelligence that she brings to their home life, proving that circumstances don't define capability and that success comes to those who refuse to accept limitation as permanent. As the evening progresses, Keisha notices that senior partner David Morrison has been drinking heavily, his usual professional composure giving way to the kind of behavior that makes colleagues uncomfortable and threatens the reputation he's built over 20 years of legal practice. Morrison's wife left the party hours earlier. His driver was dismissed with instructions to return in the morning, and his judgment has been compromised by alcohol and the stress of managing a firm while dealing with personal problems that he's tried to keep separate from his professional life. Keisha watches him stumble through conversations with important clients, recognizing that someone needs to intervene before his condition creates embarrassment for the firm and damage to relationships that took years to build. The paralegal who understands both professional responsibility and personal dignity faces a moment that will test her character while potentially affecting her career in ways she can't fully predict. Keisha observes David Morrison's deteriorating condition with growing concern, her professional instincts warring with personal caution as she watches the senior partner, who controls her career advancement spiral, toward a very public breakdown. Morrison's stumbling conversations with clients become increasingly incoherent, his balance precarious as he navigates the crowded reception while other partners exchange worried glances but avoid direct intervention. Maya notices her mother's tension, her 7-year-old intuition picking up on the adult dynamics that suggest something important is happening, something that might require her mother to make difficult decisions about helping someone who clearly needs assistance. Keisha's training as a paralegal includes understanding the importance of protecting client relationships and firm reputation, while her instincts as a single mother emphasize the importance of helping people in distress regardless of hierarchy or personal convenience. The decision crystallizes when Morrison nearly falls while attempting to navigate the marble steps leading to the lobby, his condition now obvious to everyone present and threatening to create the kind of scene that could damage both his reputation and the firm's standing with important clients. Keisha approaches him with the same calm professionalism she brings to legal crises, her voice gentle but firm as she suggests that she help him get home safely rather than allowing the situation to escalate further. Morrison's response reveals both his vulnerability and his pride. He recognizes his need for help while struggling with the hierarchy implications of accepting assistance from a paralegal, especially one whose economic circumstances make her reliance on his goodwill particularly important. Maya watches her mother navigate this delicate situation with grace and competence, learning lessons about leadership, compassion, and the courage required to do what's right even when it might be personally risky. "Mr. Morrison," Keisha says quietly, positioning herself so that their conversation remains private while Maya stays close enough to hear but not interfere. "Let me help you get home safely. Your car is here, and I can drive while Maya keeps you company." Her offer is carefully worded to preserve his dignity while acknowledging reality, treating his condition as a temporary situation requiring practical solutions rather than a character judgment deserving criticism or gossip. Morrison's acceptance comes with the grateful relief of someone who recognizes that his choices have narrowed to accepting help or facing professional humiliation, while Keisha's willingness to sacrifice her own evening reflects the kind of character that success requires but rarely rewards directly. The single mother who brought her daughter to witness professional achievement instead demonstrates the kind of leadership that transcends hierarchy, showing Maya that true strength comes from helping others when they're vulnerable rather than exploiting their weakness for personal advantage. The logistics of getting Morrison home safely require Keisha to navigate unfamiliar territory, literally driving through wealthy neighborhoods she's never visited, while managing a situation that combines professional responsibility with personal risk. Maya sits in the back seat with wide eyes, taking in the expensive houses and manicured lawns that represent the kind of success her mother is working toward, while also observing how her mother handles crisis with competence and grace. Morrison's condition fluctuates between grateful acknowledgement of Keisha's help and embarrassed awareness of how his personal problems have created professional vulnerability, his usual command presence replaced by the humility that comes from recognizing dependence on someone whose kindness he never expected to need. The drive becomes a journey through economic stratospheres, with Maya witnessing both the rewards of professional success and the universal nature of human frailty, learning that achievement doesn't eliminate the need for compassion and mutual support. Inside Morrison's sprawling home, Keisha helps him navigate to his living room while Maya explores the impressive space with the wonder of a child seeing how successful people actually live. The house tells the story of professional achievement and personal emptiness. Expensive furnishings that reflect good taste but little warmth, family photos that suggest happier times now past, and the kind of sterile perfection that money can buy but contentment requires. Morrison collapses into his leather chair with the exhaustion of someone carrying burdens that extend far beyond alcohol consumption, his vulnerability now complete as he faces the reality of being dependent on an employee whose career he could destroy with a single decision. Keisha settles Maya with a book from Morrison's impressive library while she prepares coffee and assesses whether her boss needs medical attention or simply time to recover from poor judgment and emotional overload. As Morrison begins to sober up, their conversation evolves from practical concerns about his immediate welfare to deeper discussions about the pressures that led to tonight's breakdown. He reveals the personal struggles that his professional success has masked, the recent divorce that left him questioning his priorities, the health scare that forced him to confront his mortality, the growing isolation that comes from achieving everything he thought he wanted only to discover that success without meaningful relationships feels hollow and unsustainable. Keisha listens with the same careful attention she brings to legal depositions, understanding that Morrison is sharing vulnerabilities that could change their professional relationship forever, while also recognizing that his honesty reflects trust that transcends their workplace hierarchy. Maya observes this adult conversation with fascination, watching her mother demonstrate the kind of emotional intelligence that law school doesn't teach, but successful careers require. Morrison's revelations about his personal struggles create unexpected common ground with Keisha, whose own challenges as a single mother pursuing professional advancement have taught her about sacrifice, loneliness, and the difficulty of maintaining work-life balance while chasing ambitious goals. Their conversation reveals shared experiences about the cost of professional success, the challenge of maintaining authentic relationships in competitive environments, and the universal human need for connection and understanding regardless of economic status or career achievement. Maya witnesses her mother engage with her boss as equals rather than superior and subordinate, learning that respect flows both ways when people choose to see each other's humanity rather than just their professional roles. The evening that began as a holiday party transforms into a lesson about vulnerability, compassion, and the unexpected ways that helping others can create opportunities for genuine connection. As Morrison's condition stabilizes and their conversation deepens, Keisha finds herself sharing her own dreams and struggles, the challenges of single parenthood, the financial pressures of law school, the determination to create a better future for Maya while managing the daily realities of working-class life in an expensive city. Morrison listens with growing respect for Keisha's intelligence, resilience, and the character traits that have made her one of the firm's most valuable paralegals despite her lack of formal legal training. Maya falls asleep on Morrison's expensive sofa, her presence serving as a reminder that this conversation involves not just two adults, but a family whose future depends on the decisions that emerge from tonight's unexpected intimacy. The wealthy lawyer and the struggling single mother discover that their different circumstances have created similar insights about what matters most in life and what success actually means when measured against human connection rather than professional achievement. Morrison wakes in his own bed with the disorienting combination of hangover, confusion, and crystal-clear memory of the previous evening's events. His recollection of Keisha's kindness and professionalism creating a complex mixture of gratitude, embarrassment, and respect that fundamentally alters his perception of their workplace relationship. The senior partner who built his reputation on control and competence must confront the reality that his most junior employee demonstrated more leadership and character in one evening than he's shown in months of personal crisis management. Maya's laughter from his kitchen draws him downstairs, where he finds Keisha preparing breakfast while her daughter explores his book collection with the curiosity of a child who sees learning as adventure rather than obligation. The scene creates cognitive dissonance, his employee caring for his welfare in his own home, her daughter treating his space with respect and wonder, their presence transforming his usually empty house into something resembling a home. Keisha greets Morrison with professional courtesy tinged with genuine concern, her demeanor acknowledging the previous evening's intimacy while maintaining appropriate boundaries that protect both their dignities and their future working relationship. Her approach demonstrates the emotional intelligence that law school doesn't teach, but successful careers require, the ability to navigate complex interpersonal dynamics while maintaining professionalism and mutual respect. Morrison finds himself seeing Keisha not just as a capable paralegal, but as a complete person whose intelligence, character, and life experiences offer perspectives that his privileged background never provided. Maya's innocent questions about his house, his books, and his work create opportunities for conversation that feels natural rather than hierarchical, showing Morrison what he's been missing by maintaining professional distance from colleagues whose insights might have enriched his understanding of both law and life. The breakfast conversation reveals Morrison's growing awareness that his firm has been underutilizing Keisha's potential, that her intelligence and work ethic qualify her for greater responsibility and recognition regardless of her current educational status. Her insights about cases they've worked on together demonstrate analytical skills that rival those of junior associates, while her practical understanding of client needs reflects the kind of real-world perspective that expensive legal education sometimes obscures. Morrison begins questioning assumptions about credentials versus capability, formal training versus practical intelligence, hierarchy versus merit that have shaped his career decisions and firm management philosophy. Maya's presence adds another dimension to his evaluation, as he observes how Keisha balances single parenthood with professional excellence, demonstrating the kind of time management and priority-setting skills that many of his colleagues lack despite their advanced degrees and privileged backgrounds. As the morning progresses, Morrison makes decisions that will transform both Keisha's career trajectory and his own approach to leadership and talent development. His proposal is comprehensive and immediate. Promotion to senior paralegal with significant salary increase, full tuition support for law school with flexible scheduling to accommodate her studies, and a pathway to associate position upon graduation that recognizes her existing contributions to the firm. The offer reflects not just gratitude for her assistance during his personal crisis, but genuine recognition of her value as both a legal professional and a human being whose character and intelligence deserve investment and opportunity. Maya listens to these career-changing conversations with wide eyes, understanding that her mother's kindness the previous evening has created possibilities that seemed impossible just 24 hours earlier. The single mother who helped her boss in his moment of vulnerability discovers that compassion can create opportunities that ambition alone might never achieve. Within weeks of Morrison's transformation in thinking about talent and opportunity, the firm implements new policies that create pathways for staff advancement based on merit and potential rather than just credentials and connections. Keisha's promotion becomes a catalyst for broader changes in how Morrison and Associates approaches professional development, with the firm establishing mentorship programs, tuition assistance initiatives, and advancement tracks that recognize different forms of intelligence and experience. Morrison's personal crisis and Keisha's response have created a case study in leadership that influences how the firm recruits, trains, and promotes personnel, proving that the best talent often exists in unexpected places and requires only recognition and opportunity to flourish. Maya becomes a regular presence at firm events, her curiosity and intelligence charming partners and associates, while serving as a reminder that supporting working parents creates stronger professional communities and better business outcomes. Morrison's approach to client relationships and case management evolves to incorporate insights from his experience with Keisha, as he recognizes that the best legal solutions often come from understanding human dynamics rather than just legal precedents. His willingness to acknowledge his own vulnerabilities and learn from colleagues regardless of hierarchy creates a more collaborative firm culture that attracts both talented personnel and satisfied clients. Keisha's transition from paralegal to law student to eventual associate becomes a symbol of what's possible when institutions invest in people rather than just positions, when character and competence are valued alongside credentials and connections. Her success story inspires other staff members to pursue advancement while encouraging firm leadership to look for potential in places they might have previously overlooked. The relationship between Morrison and Keisha evolves into something resembling mentorship, with his experience and resources supporting her educational goals, while her insights and perspective enrich his understanding of legal practice and leadership. Maya thrives in this environment of expanded opportunity, her academic excellence reflecting the stability and inspiration that come from watching her mother's dreams become reality through hard work and mutual support. The firm's financial performance improves as better talent management creates more effective legal teams, while Morrison's personal life gains meaning through his role in creating opportunities for others rather than just accumulating achievements for himself. The evening that began with professional crisis has transformed into lasting change that benefits not just individuals, but the entire institution. Morrison's story becomes a powerful example of how personal vulnerability can lead to professional growth when met with compassion and wisdom rather than exploitation or judgment. His willingness to recognize and reward Keisha's character creates a legacy that extends far beyond their individual relationship, influencing how the firm thinks about talent development and human potential for years to come. Maya's presence throughout this transformation serves as a constant reminder that investing in working parents creates intergenerational impact, that opportunity shared creates opportunity multiplied. The law firm that once operated on rigid hierarchy and credential requirements becomes a model for how professional excellence can coexist with human compassion, proving that success is more sustainable when it's built on mutual respect and shared opportunity rather than competition and exclusion. 2 years after that transformative Christmas party, Keisha Washington graduates from law school summa cum laude while working full-time at Morrison & Associates, her achievement representing not just personal success, but validation of Morrison's belief that talent transcends traditional pathways to professional recognition. Maya, now 9, has become the firm's unofficial mascot, her academic excellence and natural curiosity inspiring attorney colleagues who see in her the future of legal profession shaped by merit rather than privilege. Keisha's transition to associate attorney happens seamlessly, her understanding of firm culture and client needs making her immediately effective in ways that traditional new hires often struggle to achieve. Morrison's investment in her education pays dividends not just in gratitude, but in competence, as she brings fresh perspectives and practical insights that enhance the firm's effectiveness while maintaining the character and work ethic that first caught his attention. Morrison & Associates has become renowned not just for legal excellence, but for innovative approaches to talent development and workplace culture, with other firms studying their programs for promoting staff advancement and supporting working parents. The firm's success in attracting and retaining diverse talent creates competitive advantages in client service and case outcomes, proving that inclusive practices enhance rather than compromise professional performance. Morrison's transformation from isolated senior partner to mentor and talent developer has restored meaning to his career while creating a legacy that extends beyond billable hours and partnership profits. His personal crisis, met with Keisha's compassion, has become the foundation for institutional change that will benefit countless future employees and their families. Maya's academic achievements and social development reflect the stability and inspiration that come from watching her mother succeed in challenging professional environments while maintaining family priorities and personal values. The child who once explored Morrison's house with wonder now moves confidently through legal environments, understanding that her future holds unlimited possibilities when supported by education, character, and mentors who recognize potential regardless of background. Keisha's success story has become part of firm lore, inspiring other employees to pursue advancement while reassuring leadership that investing in people creates returns that exceed any financial calculation. The single mother who carried her drunk boss home has become a partner-track attorney whose influence extends throughout the organization. The broader impact of Morrison and Keisha's relationship resonates through the legal community as a model for how professional relationships can transcend hierarchy when based on mutual respect and recognition of human worth. Their story demonstrates that the most important moments in career development often happen outside formal evaluation processes, in situations where character reveals itself and opportunity emerges from unexpected sources. Morrison's willingness to acknowledge his own vulnerabilities while recognizing Keisha's strengths has created a mentorship model that other senior professionals emulate, proving that leadership requires the humility to learn from colleagues regardless of their position in organizational hierarchies. The Christmas party that almost ended in professional humiliation instead became the beginning of transformation that continues to influence how the firm approaches talent, opportunity, and the true meaning of success in legal practice. True leadership reveals itself in moments of crisis, when compassion triumphs over convenience and potential is recognized regardless of pedigree. Keisha's kindness didn't just save Morrison's reputation. It opened doors that rigid hierarchies had kept locked. Hit subscribe for more incredible stories proving that character creates opportunity and dignity transforms everything. What would you sacrifice to help someone who could change your life forever?